This is a lecture from OpenTuition. To benefit from the lecture, you should download the free lecture notes from opentuition.com.
Chapter 14 is a large and detailed chapter dealing with the various CGT reliefs that are available to individuals. Here in Lecture 1 we are introduced to one of those reliefs. It's called Entrepreneur's Relief. Again, the clue is in the name, entrepreneur. So it's going to give a relief in relation to the disposal of qualifying business assets. And so it is true that throughout the area of CGT reliefs, the assets that will be eligible for the various reliefs are going to have to qualify. And in most cases, bar one indeed, but in most cases, they are qualifying business assets as defined for that particular relief. And the nature of the reliefs will be seen to be different as you work through this chapter. Here, as in Lecture 1, as I have referenced there, we'll be dealing with Entrepreneur's Relief. A relief available when an entrepreneur disposes of his or her business, whether that business be that of the assets and trade of an unincorporated business, or whether it be of the shares held by an individual in their trading company. Almost inevitably, an unquoted trading company will be the issue in question here. And this type of relief is very different to any of the other reliefs that you will see. In Lecture 1, Entrepreneur's Relief is not a deduction in terms of the amount of gain that would be chargeable, or indeed when it would be chargeable. It is a tax rate. It is a more beneficial tax rate, as we referred to back in our very beginning of our studies of CGT back in Chapter 12, where if Entrepreneur's Relief is available on the disposal of what is a qualifying business asset, we have again for these reliefs satisfied all of the qualifying conditions, then it will benefit from a lower tax rate. It will be seen to be, as you should know already, a 10% tax rate there. Now, the rules that apply in the dealing with Entrepreneur's Relief, again, have not changed. It is true across the board in Chapter 14. There are no changes in terms of the rules that apply to the various reliefs we need to study from FA 2017, whose lectures we again use in preparation for our exams for FA 2018. The rules, the techniques are exactly the same. The only difference, of course, will arise in terms of some of the examples that we have to deal with. If we have to work out a figure of taxable gain, then the level of AEA has changed. We know very well by now from an FA 2017 figure of £11,300 to our FA 2018 figure of £11,700. And if we have to go further than merely computing the taxable gain and actually compute the CGT liability, then we need to know from our income tax computation whether the taxpayer remains within the basic rate band limit or is already a higher rate taxpayer. Otherwise, we will not know which CGT rates need to be applied to the level of taxable gain. And yet again, we have an issue here between FA 2017 and FA 2018. And that, of course, is that the basic rate band limit in FA 2017, in the 17-18 tax year, well, that was £33,500. So you're going to see the old AEA and the old basic rate band limits being used in examples 1 and 2 that are contained within this lecture. But other than that, the techniques, the rules are exactly the same. And when you rework the examples from the FA 2018, your 2018 OT notes book there, you'll be able to see the correct figures, the revised figures, where AEA or the basic rate band limit is used, the right figures being applied. So follow through on the FA 2017 lecture and then rework the examples using your FA 2018 material. I'll leave you now, therefore, to go to Lecture 1 of Chapter 14 and deal with Entrepreneur's Relief.